welcome back to the Mortal Online series that I'm doing. This is going to be Getting Started Part 3. Basically, I'm going to show you how to get started in Tindrem and the things that you can do in the Tindrem area and give you my top tips for getting started in the game. So, if you've watched my previous two videos, you'll know that this character that I've created is specifically for crafting. So a lot of things that I'm doing is going to be specifically for learning how to craft. So basically this is where we left off, the gates at Tindrem. If they're closed, you just have to talk to the guard and tell them to open up the gate and they'll open up again. Sometimes they'll already be open, sometimes they'll be closed. So we're just going to run through here. Tindrem's a huge place. It's going to take you a lot of time getting from one side to the other. So this guy, when you first walk in, hey, you want to make some money, you click on him, and this is kind of sort of a quest, I guess, if you want to label it that. Why did they let me talk to him? So basically, the Tindrem mix of the area that we're in, they want you to go to the graveyard and kill some undead and get some heads. You can do that in the area if you want, but there are going to be a lot of people there. The respawn rate sucks. There's a lot of blue blockers, and it's just, I don't recommend farming the graveyard for money at all. But we did pick up some things through this tutorial. We picked up the mushrooms and the flowers. So we're just going to go to this guy and we are going to sell him our mushrooms. So the mushrooms sell for 21 copper apiece. These flowers sell for 50 copper apiece. That's not bad. So we've already made 57 silver. Basically, I call it copper. It's cuprum, but 100 cuprum is 1 silver, 100 silver is 1 gold, and just so forth. If you're OCD about your money, so this is right here, the silver coin is 107, you can throw that there and he'll actually give you the gold. So, you know, to trade your money or whatever. In the city, be very careful because there are thieves. Do not AFK in this game because you can, if you're out in the wilderness somewhere, you'll probably die. If you're AFK in the city, thieves can pickpocket all your golds. If you die, you drop all of your inventory items and you have to run back. Your body can be looted while you're dead, so I recommend banking as often as possible. Banks in the game are not linked either, so if you put stuff in the Tindrem bank and you go to Meduli and you go to their bank, it's not linked, it's a separate bank. Same with the guild banks, and the guild keeps and everything like that. None of them's linked, so wherever you put your money to start with and your items or whatever, it's gonna stay there. So we're just gonna sell him some stuff. So, you know, we've got a pretty, like, this is actually a good bit of gold to actually start out the game. Because books range anywhere from 10 silver to 2 gold. You want to pick up any books that you might need. I'm just going to read this ore extraction book because I don't know what else to read at the moment. If you want to get a mount right away, I recommend going to pick up the creature control book. I'm going to show you guys a little bit around Tindrem. So this, when you first walk in, is going to be all of your vendors. So your utility vendor, this guy apparently sells tabards. If you're a mage, this is the reagent vendor. He doesn't have all the reagents, like nitrate and stuff like that, you have to get from somebody else. So I guess the most important vendor is going to be like your utility vendor and your reagent vendor. The gear vendor doesn't really sell gear, so it's whatever. I'm looking for, not the vendor. Okay, so this guy is the cooking tutorial. Just talk to him. Are you here to learn about cooking? Yes. What do you want to know? How do I cook? Blah, blah, blah. It's just read this. It's going to tell you to learn the cooking skill. So I've learned cooking, cooking tools, cooking pots. Basically, you want to have a fire. You want to have a cooking pot as the tool. So to make soup, I sold my mushrooms. Damn. Oh well. To make soup, I would set down my campfire. I would, let me pull up the cooking to show you. So I would set down my campfire. My tool, I would use the cooking pot. And then my ingredients, I would throw water and mushrooms, and that'll make mushroom soup. Cooking, I mean, you can throw all kind of stuff together to learn how to cook. Some foods are higher in fat content if you're trying to gain weight, to be a fat mage, or whatever it is that you want to do. Cooking is very in-depth, so I'm not going to go into that right now because there's still a lot that I personally have to learn about cooking. But you just want to talk to this guy to get your skill. Which is the main reason you want to start in Tindrem, is because they have these tutors around to where you don't have to read the books to get the skills. Like, this guy's a gathering tutor. So if you just talk to him, how do I mine rocks? Thanks. He's going to teach you how to mine, which I already knew that. How do I chop wood? He's going to teach you wood cutting. Thanks. Learn how to wood cut. So now if I want to go cut down a tree, I just go walk up to the tree and I start whacking at it. I don't have to read the book to learn how to do it. If you start out in a non-tutorial area, you're going to have to buy the woodcutting book and read the woodcutting book to learn woodcutting. So you just want to make sure that you pick up all those skills before you venture out. Let's see if there's anybody else that I really have to talk to before I roll out. Nope, that's it. These guys up here collect bandit heads. This over here is going to be your bank. I'm going to bank my gold really quick before I go run into the graveyard, and I will show you guys. If you want to go to the graveyard, I'll show you guys the graveyard. Basically, you do not want to attack anything that's in the city because the guards will kill you. Some cities are unguarded, and so people can just kill you in the city or whatever. I'm just gonna throw. I just ate cotton. We're gonna move the stuff into there. I don't really need all of this stuff as of right now because I'm not a crafter, but I'm just gonna throw all this in here anyways. Just so I don't have the extra carrying weight. I'll show you guys that in a second. I'm gonna keep my dial because I'm gonna need that for pets. I'm gonna destroy my rags. That's good to get started. Alright, to the graveyard where most people think it's okay to go make money. You'll see the sign around town. Where's the sign? I have no idea where the sign is. I just know where the graveyard is. Oh. I'll show you the library because the library is really important. If you're a mage, this is going to pretty much be your life. And then the mage tower is like over there somewhere. But basically, these guys are the librarians. And you just go talk to them. And you can see all the books. You can separate it by like combat books. You can separate it by like creature. Okay, so you see creature control 1 is 2 gold and 50 silver. And you're going to want to pick that up as soon as you can. Okay. You want to pick this up as soon as you can so you can start learning how to ride mounts and stuff like that. Better mounts and things like that. It takes like 4 days or something to read this book, so. But anything you want to learn while you're not really doing anything. So like if you want to learn spears until you can get a spear, that way when you do get a spear, your spear skill doesn't suck. You can do that. So library is pretty important. And if stuff kicks your butt when you first start the game, don't worry about it. You'll get better, I promise. Because I will probably go suck in the area because I don't really have any combat skills or anything like that right now. I just know where the graveyard is just from being here and going to it so many times. But there are signs that tell you where the graveyard is. Oh, look, see, there's a sign over there. So it's saying graveyard that way. I already knew it was that way. This guy here is the priest. Now, when you die, you're gonna lose everything. So basically, you die, your spirit comes up out of your body, your loot bag stays on the ground. People can loot you. Um, it's a good way to make money if people have money on them and they're wandering around. You kill them. Be careful of being labeled as an RPK or random player killer. It'll get you a bad reputation. If you murder too many people, you'll turn red, and then basically you can't enter cities, and you're pretty much killed on sight. But the priests, whenever you die, you have to find one of these priests. I might die to show you, but dying is really annoying because what you'll do is whenever you die, your world goes black and white. You're going to see these huge, like, beams of light coming, like, in the sky. And basically they're coming from these priests. So you have to find your way to one of those beams of light and talk to the priest, and the priest will resurrect you. If you die because a guard killed you or because you did something quote-unquote evil, the priest will not resurrect you until you're unflagged. If you're a mage, this tower, this fountain right here is going to be your best friend. Because you're basically going to sit there and spurt yourself to death. A spurt is a magic spell where you shoot water out. So if you really need food, there's the fountain. You can go up to it and you use water. You can't drown in the fountain, so you can actually go run in there if you want. Take out my sword. Hopefully there aren't people here, like, murdering people. It also helps to pick up your weapon book. If you're going to be a bow person, pick up your bow that you want to use. If you want to be an axe user, pick up the axe. That kind of type stuff. Alright, so this is the graveyard, and basically what we want to do is we want to kill skeletons. So first we have to actually find a skeleton. And you have to be careful. Okay, so you see how that guard just shot is shooting that. They shoot RPKers. Okay. Let's see if we can actually find a skeleton to kill. And they're really concentrated in certain areas. There's one just rose from the dead. But somebody's gonna tag it. Now, that mob isn't tagged. You can run, like, I can run up to this mob and I can start hitting it too. Oh, somebody killed it. Oh, how's today? And I can actually steal this guy's loot. But he took all the good stuff off of it already. Is he being nice and killing stuff? Oh, he's just being nice and killing stuff. So basically, he's this guy. We're gonna take the head, we're gonna take the loot. But I actually want to fight something to show you guys. Sometimes you'll find nice people that do stuff like that. Most of the time, people are assholes. A good bit of walkers spawn in this spot here. This is a fresh Walking Dead. They actually hit harder than the other ones. But you can see how you actually have to, like, block and parry. Now be careful not to hit these people. Where did the loot go? Oh, the guard killed him. God damn it. So if the guard kills it, you can't loot it. Oh my god, guard, go away. Now, if you saw how I was attacking that, somebody can actually, like, walk up in front of you, and if you accidentally hit them, that guard is gonna murder you. So, this is the worst way to make money. Because you saw how long it took me to get that one head, and it was only because that one guy was nice, and he did it. The heads sell for, I think, like 16 silver. Not worth it at all. Just don't recommend it. I hate doing this. But it is good to, like, level up your... And you can actually, you can kite, you can... Oh my god, guards, please. signal. Oh my lord, guards, please. So that sucks. The guards here are actually killing the mobs, so you can't let them. Troll game is troll. Some people are nice, and if you tag something first. Oh my god, guard. Alright. Screw this. This is lame. You want to make sure you block. If you don't block, you're going to take a lot of damage. So, once you gather the heads, you just go sell them to one of the vendors. And like I said, this, to me personally, this is like one of the worst ways to make money. And I don't recommend staying in Tindrem after you do the tutorial and after you learn the skills. I recommend going out and venturing to your heart's content. So I'm gonna go sell these walker heads, and you can these trees and stuff like that, you can chop, like I can chop this tree down right now if I wanted to. So to chop a tree down or whatever, what they recommend is like your first few days of playing the game is just to top a tree or to mine or whatever. So I'm going to get rid of my sword and equip my axe. And then L for wood cutting. Okay. So you're just gonna walk up to the tree, take out your axe, and hit the wood cutting skill. You might have to look up and down, and then basically you just sit here and you gather wood. Your wood cutting will increase. Wood cutting will increase your strength. It'll increase your constitution, so it'll give you more health and it'll give you more strength. And you can sell the wood. The wood is not worth selling. It's only like 1 copper a piece, and as you can see with the low wood cutting skill, it takes forever to get. But if you're not particularly doing anything, or you're trying to multitask, or like if you don't have any money on you and you just want to kind of like AFK, I just recommend going whack at a tree because it will increase your skills. You can see my constitution increase, so it's increasing my health, it's increasing my strength, which is important. So you can also do that with mining. Mining will do the same thing. It'll increase your strength and your constitution. It'll also increase your carrying weight as well. So the more strength you have, the more stuff you can run around and carry. So we're gonna stop cutting this tree. Trees do deplete, so after whacking at it for a while, it'll stay there, you know, like the mushrooms and stuff like that. So the tree's gonna stay here, but it'll say resource depleted. So you have to find a new tree. Also, your axes and stuff do break after a while too, so you'll have to use other axes and things like that as well. You can dual wield in this game. Don't recommend it. It's not very effective because you really only block with one. Okay, we're gonna go sell this walker head real quick. Alright, so we'll just go to this guy and we will sell him our walker head. And oh, my bad, walker heads are only 8 silver a piece. We make way more than that going pick flowers, so this method is just really not efficient, in my opinion. Now if you want to buy something, like say I want to buy these mushrooms from him, you click on them, however many you want to buy, 9 silver. You have to actually drag your silver over here. And if you put like too much in it, he'll give you a refund and everything like that. But you actually have to like make a trade here. Or trade him like 10 silver worth of stuff. Other than that, I'll show you a quick thing about a mount. Mounts, you can go take your chances and find a mount. So basically, you would have to go out, you would have to tame it, make sure your taming skill's high enough to actually tame it. I honestly have no idea where to find donkeys. A lot of people have donkeys. But the easiest thing to do would be to come here where the bank is. Go to the trade broker and scroll down to pet receipts, because that's where all the mounts are going to be. I would change the cost so you can see where all the cheap mounts are. Quote unquote cheap. We can't buy from the Undercity, but we can buy from, see how it's red? We can buy from Tindrem, because we're in Tindrem. So basically here, this is a level 33 donkey. We don't have the points to be able to use that one. Level 16 donkey. You just want to get the lowest level donkey. If you're low level, you just want to get the lowest level donkey you have. So that's 3 gold. You buy it, and then you go to the pet person and you say, hey, look, I got this receipt from this pet, and he'll show up in your pet tab and you'll have a donkey. Which you'll pretty much, I'm gonna walk on foot, assuming that you guys just don't have money, just to show you some like basic money making tips and things like that. So this is Tindrem. This is all the things you can do in Tindrem to get started and everything like that. So if you want to top trees for the next like 2 hours of your life, go ahead. Your first couple of days of gameplay is really not going to be much gameplay. It's mostly going to be like just leveling up your skills until you can get to better areas. Something I highly recommend is going to the Mortal Online forums, going into the guild section and joining a guild, because joining a guild is really going to open up your world. If you join a good guild, you'll be able to go to their guild keep. You'll be able to help them, you know, if they're not too big into the building, you can help them build. You can help get new crafters. You can pretty much customize your own little guild keep, expand the territory of your guild to kind of like protect your guild. You'll also have other perks of guild is you'll have people to protect you. If you're a crafter and you want to join a crafting guild just to craft, they'll give you all the tips. They'll let you know things that you need to know to be a crafter. If you join an RPK guild, which they have a bunch of those where people just go around and kill people, that's your thing, you can do that. If you want to balance, there are guilds that do both. I really like the guild that I'm in. They don't RPK, but if you attack them, they're going to kill you back. And if you cross into our territory, like you go, like you're going to attack our keep, we're going to attack you. You can destroy guilds. So basically, if you walk into there and destroy their guild stone, the guild will be defeated and they'll have to start all over with building their guild keep and everything like that. So you want to protect your guild keeps, and it'll also get you out of these big cities and into areas where like you're more protected and a little bit more safe. But yeah, because there's no, like you can see here, there's no kind of trade chat, there's no global chat, there's nothing. So a big form of communication is going until you can get into a guild, is just go in the forum and pick out a guild that you really like. Like I said, there's a bunch of different ones. Eli is a big one. Elysium is they're a big guild, and they do PvP. Juno is one of the biggest crafting guilds, but all they do is craft. I'm in Divine Aberration. They're a mix of both. They do crafting and taming and a little bit of PvP. They often go to Medoli and kill people. Or kill people that are flagged and stuff like that. We do farming groups. Because there are some quote-unquote bosses, I guess, that you have to go kill. Because they... Not really bosses, but like kind of like elite mobs, pretty much. So you have to farm to get some of the better crafting materials and things like that. The guild will already have crafters. They can help you, you know, gear up, help you get stronger, give you tips from what they already know. So I can't stress how important being in a guild is. And it's also going to give you people to talk to. Because if you go, you'll have I'm not in a guild on this character because I just made it, but basically you'll have guild chats, you can ask questions, you know, so you're not pretty much off on your own. But if you want to be off on your own and whatever, that's, you know, this game's all about what you want to do and how you want to make it. So I'm actually going to end this video here for today, and I'll pick back up and I'll give you guys some beginner, I'll take you outside of Tindrem, and I'll give you some beginner tips on like where to go, what to farm, things to get, just so you have some extra money until you can like decide on what you want to do. So I will see you guys in part 4 of the series.
Yeah.